What will happen on October 14th, just a couple of weeks from now? Probably nothing. But if something does happen on October 14th, you've all come to the right place.
I'm a big fan of Melbourne. The locations that we selected, whether they were in the CBD or in rural areas, all proved to be the right choice creatively. The storyteller, of course, who is our most demanding client in this process, was always oohing and aahing and always amazed at the look that we were able to get.
When we talked about the season, we had a sense of what the story was going to be and the different looks that we wanted to get. And we knew that we were going to be starting in a fairly urban environment and then gradually getting out and moving into a more rural environment. And we also wanted to have some flavor of what we thought of as the outback. The advanced team, they did Sydney, they did Melbourne, they did Adelaide. I started hearing, as soon as they got to Melbourne, that Melbourne was really going to be the place that felt like it was going to fit best with the show that we had designed.
Probably the most advantageous thing was the number of locations that they could get either within the metropolitan area or when they were looking for something slightly more remote. They could get that within a very short distance of Melbourne. So apart from the studios being also very centrally located for their production base and for any sets that they required, the combination of both I think was very attractive to them. And it's also a very easy city to get around. You can, if you are actually shooting in the city, you can end up doing 2 or 3 location moves in a day, and that's manageable.
When you look at a show like Game of Thrones, which has to shoot in 5 different countries in order to get that feel, and we were just basically based out of Melbourne, I'm really just sort of amazed by the versatility.
I would certainly recommend to anyone that's coming down here to really explore for all positions the Australian crew, because there are many good experienced people here. Costume, art, camera, and grip and electric. We can't speak highly enough about the talent of the crews here.
What I would say about the Australian crew was that they have this unique blend of not taking themselves seriously, but taking the work incredibly seriously. And they also work with great speed. And I feel like it really infused the work with a great sense of energy.
Of course, the construction workshops and the wardrobe, costume spaces and art department and the production offices were all based in Docklands.
Finding great sound stages is important just in terms of their size, their versatility, and more importantly, like centrality of location. I think that a lot of our actors were spread all over Melbourne, and it was important for us to have a place that everybody could get to quickly and safely. It's a first-rate facility. Obviously, it feels very new. It was just a great place to work.
Docklands was a big reason why Melbourne was our choice.
We started shooting this final season in Texas and then shut down for a full month just so that we could make sure that we understood what the culture was, both artistically and professionally in Melbourne, and every resource that we needed was afforded us by Film Victoria. The experience of working with Film Victoria was one of a kind, but I hope to repeat it many, many more times in my career.